What's up, you guys? Matthew here. We got some news out of China. They got Seedance 2.0 making the rounds here on Twitter. I've been seeing a lot of news about it, people generating videos about it. Now, word of caution, I see a lot of videos on here, and I see some of them have this little thing at the top there. Sometimes what I've noticed is that people pretend that a video was generated by Seedance 2, whereas it's just like a scene from like Pirates of the Caribbean or something like that. I know people often use that one scene from the Pirates of the Caribbean with really good CGI, where that guy's playing the piano. That scene has been used to say how much better CGI was compared to anything AI is today. So when I saw one post that someone was like, wow, look what Seedance 2.0 can do. It's literally that scene. So don't believe everything you see on Twitter. Somebody might be posting a scene from an actual movie and saying it's Seedance 2.0 just to make a joke because it's ironic to them. But we can take a look at some of these and see kind of what's going on. All right, so that's supposedly Seedance. What do we got here? Okay, so that's supposedly Seedance. Now, let's take a look at on Asmongold's channel. Whereas I'm not 100% sure if those are Seedance. I think this one at least is Seedance, the one he's reacting to, because it went viral in China.
It's going viral on the Chinese internet, okay?
It's Kanye. The way he jumps in. No, hold up. Hold on a second. Who are all these people? He's got I Show Speed. I don't know who any of these other people are, to be honest.
Was that Speed?
Yeah, see, he knows Speed. That's the most famous person there, I guess. And this is supposed to be Kim Kardashian, Chinese Kim Kardashian. That's Kanye's ex-wife.
Oh my God! Wow.
What is going on here?
This is really good. Speed a few times, yeah. I don't know what it was. I forgot. Man. Advanced racism protocol? Yeah. Do Chinese people even know about Jews yet? See, that's what I was wondering,
This
right?
freaking Asmongold. Like, I'm trying to watch the video. He's over here like, racism.
This goes hard, yeah.
Beat starting to slap.
10, right? Snoop Dogg? It's Homeland.
This is pretty good. Am I pulling a Joe Rogan? Is me being impressed by this pulling a Joe Rogan? You know how he loves the AI slop. He's like, have you guys heard the 50 Cent? Have you guys seen the 50 Cent AI slop? That's what Joe Rogan is about. Am I pulling a Joe Rogan?
Man. With Drake? Oh my God.
It was just a dream.
Ridiculous.
All right, so that was pretty good. At least we can assume that was probably more likely to be from actually Seedance compared to the ones on Twitter. So that's cool. Now, one thing I noticed, I tried to actually sign up for it. I went to the Seedance.ai and I tried to like find it and everything, and I couldn't find it. It's like not available for us Western folk. So I went and researched why. I was like, what the heck? I want to use this new thing. It's like cool videos. Let me make a video. And I just couldn't find it. And it turns out that it's only for Chinese people, or it's only for like people in East Asia or something. So what you got to do, I guess, and I haven't even done this yet, but according to this guy, at least, no promises. You can maybe get it if you get a proxy. Located in East Asia, create a browser profile using that proxy, and install a translation extension and set the language to English so that you could probably, maybe, I'm not sure, visit this website and somehow it pops up and is available to you. I don't know. Some other services, like I have OpenArt, they weren't able to get it yet. I got a subscription to this, and they have all of these different, image to video models in this drop down. And I couldn't find Seedance 2.0. I don't think it's out yet in this platform. So they got 1.0 here. They got 1.5 Pro. But I don't see any 2.0 or any messages about 2.0 coming soon. Now, what does 2.0 do that's like much different? Obviously the video is better than others, but what necessarily does it do better? I have a small amount of experience in video generation. I just tried it in my own, experiments to try and use the software to do stuff. And let me show you the video I made, and I can kind of walk through what I think are the limitations of the current models and tools around the models, and what I think maybe Seedance kind of contributes to solving a little bit. So let's watch this music video I made. It's only 1 minute and 28 seconds. It's like Led Zeppelin and stuff. So let's watch it. And I used open art. You can see actually all of the frames that I made, used probably about like $20 in credits, but I think those were on discount, so maybe like $50 in credits to make this video. So this is like a $20 to $50 video. So let's go ahead and watch it.
I mean, they 100% in San Francisco is the main project site. Literally have an alien base, and they are literally communicating, and they've got like astronaut level people taking super hardcore levels of drugs and going into meetings with these things and making intergalactic deals.
You see how the physics just changed there? That was a frame that I had to do. So real quick, I edited this in Filmora. I had to do like an overlay. I had to overlay Alex Jones' video on the little screen there, but the rest is generative. But notice when the smoke stops, the physics kind of ends and is not continuous into the next scene. So let me show you where the break is. Right there, you can see the direction of the smoke is going one way, and then it freezes and starts going another way. That's a big limitation, and then also it hallucinated an extended chair here in this scene. But that's my bone to pick. My main bone to pick is when the transitions from scene to scene happens, they're not sampling the previous frames from the last scene in order to carry forward the physics and the motion, the directionality of the little pixels in the screen. They should know where the smoke is floating from the last few frames of the last scene in order to continue the motion in the proper directions, instead of having it randomly the physics changes. That's how people spot scene changes, and that's probably the biggest problem I see right now, other than hallucinations where this thing lights on fire and the chair extends to the right. Other than that, the scene changes is what gets me the most. You see the scene change there? It just, you can so easily spot the scene changes. That's anyways, this is all using Grok Imagine, by the way. Grok Imagine.
Let the sun beat down upon my face. Stars fill my dream.
All right, so that part I had to do a little bit of like some work around here. So right here, after we get to this part, it starts a new scene. And this scene, I had to somehow keep my character consistency, and that's another limitation of these generative tools. You're dealing with snapshots. You're trying to use a snapshot of the last frame from the last scene as the first frame for the next scene. That's why the physics doesn't continue. But let's say you have a frame that is the first frame for the next scene that is just an image, and it doesn't contain the character that you want it to pan over to within that scene. And so you can't sample the character within the first frame, so the AI doesn't know what the character looks like. So you have to kind of prompt the AI to make it look like it, unless you have a way like it does in certain tools where you have an end frame. And when you have an end frame, you can supply the start frame and the end frame, and only specific models have start frames and end frames. So when I had to do the start frame here to end with a character, I had to do the end frame. So therefore, I had to use a different model. So therefore, the video generation consistency is different from scene to scene. So let me show you. So I pan over to that character. I had to supply that character as an end frame because I needed to keep him consistent. But in order to do that, I needed to use a specific model, Kling, which generates different types of animations from Grok Imagine. So this one scene, I had to kind of jerry-rig with Kling instead of Grok, and the rest is Grok Imagine. So that was problematic because now it creates, this one's more anime, and then you can see the physics for his hair changes when I go back to Grok Imagine. my favorite part.
Sit with elders of the generation. This world is seldom seen. Top of
You see how the character consistency is kind of hard? He keeps slightly changing. There's character drift because I keep having to supply the canonical character as a prompt to generate an image in order to generate the first clip of a scene, which then it uses that first clip as the canonical character from there on. So if there's any drift between my actual canonical character and the first frame in the AI, let's say he's tilted to the right in the first frame, the AI can't interpret what the rest of the side of his face looks like based on the canonical character, because it's basing it on the actual first frame, not the canonical character. And in order to preserve the canonical character, let's say I wanted to train a model, I can train a model to make make the canonical character available in like high dimensional vector space. I know that's a big mouthful, but it's basically you're training the AI to do its linear algebra so that it knows about the shape and look of your character, it's like semantically, rather than just within the prompt in the first frame. It's different, but you can see how the character drift, it is problematic, but I tried as hard as I could to keep his hair the same, to keep everything the same, but I just couldn't do it. It was very hard.
days for which they sit and wait. All will be revealed.
So that was supposed to be like a video with some lore and stuff. I wanted to make a music video. It's kind of like a test. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. I know I kind of interrupted a lot, but I don't know. If you want to see it, just go ahead and search this on my Twitter, Matt Trollotta. I made a short music video for Cashmere by Led Zeppelin. Search that over here, and then you can probably find my video and watch it uninterrupted. So there you go. Now, I used OpenAI to make this, and I used the methods I was talking about, and the problems came up as I did it. And what I think Seedance solves here is, I think Seedance gives a model and a tool, and I'm not 100% sure, but I assume based on my research that it's able to sample this video of the previous scene to detect the motion and physics going into the new scene, so that you don't get these interrupted physics where it pauses and starts going a different direction. And then it allows you to generate longer scenes, so that and it also helps you generate cut scenes within those longer scenes, so that you can preserve character within that longer form. And you get less character drift because you're not chopping it up. And each time you chop a scene, you're creating kind of like a surface area for character drift, a wider surface area for character drift. So each cut is a potential for character drift. And when you make longer scenes, there's less potential for character drift. So that's my opinion on Seedance. Let me know if you guys access it. I'm not going to show you guys how to access it. I don't have access to it. But OpenArt is very cool. And I imagine soon, maybe, they will have Seedance 2.0 right here in their drop downs. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one.